What's going on, everybody? Sparks Comics here. I'm bringing you guys a different kind of Sparks Notes today. This is for a independent comic publishing company called Vortex Comics. One of their stories called Chaos Breaker. Vortex Comics actually used to be around from 1982 to 1994, and they're back. They dropped some copies off of two of their stories at my local comic shop, Crescent City Comics, and they asked me to take a look at them and do a review. So I will be talking about that today, but first, if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like this video, and drop a comment below once you listen to this review of this comic, and let me know what you think. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to talk about this comic here, Chaos Breaker. We got issue number 1 and 2 from volume 1. It's got a cool wraparound cover on issue 1 and another cool wraparound on issue number 2. The art on the cover is just as the same art that we're going to see on the interiors. That art is by artist Keithan Jones. The writing's done by Max Marks. We have the editor-in-chief and publisher is Bill Marks, and that is the same guy who founded the company Vortex Comics back in the 80s, and editor Chuck Copeland. So this is says it was first printed in July of 2020, but these just made their way to my comic shop from Vortex very recently. So I figured I'd tell you guys about it. This company seems to be trying to make a comeback. I can't really see where you can actually find these stories other than one eBay listing, which is trying to sell them for a crazy amount. So when I find that, I'll let you guys know, but let's tell you a little bit about the story. We have this this impregnable prison that is kind of captured a lot of demons and witches and heretics and friends of those people, and it's it's said that not supposed to be able to break out of it, but we do have a witch that is trying to break out, and to do so she has found her demon friend, and she has found homunculus that she can bring back to life, whose name is Einschwart. And he is like this, he is the knight here on the cover who, when kind of reunited with his blade that he's wanting Kaelwyn, he's, that's the Chaos Breaker is the blade. But essentially they're trying to break their way out of this impregnable prison. We have a cast of other characters that haven't gotten too much time yet, but seem to be the protectors of the prison, and maybe people who we will see more of. We have a group of 3 women here that do appear to be going to be kind of... it's hard to say who's the protagonist here, right? Because they've set it up where they're kind of the bad guys, they're in prison, but the story is revolving around them, so I do like that dynamic of maybe the bad guy, quote-unquote bad guy, is our protagonist here in trying to escape from this prison, and the so-called good people are going to be our antagonists. But yeah, they are setting this up so that they will be having a showdown. That was issue number 1. Issue number 2, we do see some of the essentially the guard that it sounds like Einschwart used to be with the Crusaders, and they do not see eye to eye anymore, and this is in issue number 2 now, and we have a nice sequence of fighting that happens between Einschwart and the witch, along with her demon, versus the Crusaders, and they're really just trying to keep them, imprisoned, but almost seemingly giving them a way out. a lot of action and kind of supernatural kind of elements to this story. So I do really enjoy this. I don't know more information about an issue number 3 yet. I'm hoping I can find that out, let you guys know if there's a way to read these, maybe even digitally. I will drop that down below if I find a link to that. I've been searching but haven't been able to find it yet. But stay tuned. There is another comic from them that I will be looking at too, called Queen of Skulls. There are 2 issues for that. I think this one kind of wraps up in those 2 issues though, so I'll let you guys know all about that one in a future video. But thank you guys for watching this. I definitely recommend checking this out if you can find this. This is a cool fantasy supernatural kind of story here with witches and demons and animated homunculi. I do see some more witchcraft coming in for future stories with this. It's from Vortex Comics, who's trying to make it back into the comic world. So they're an independent Canadian comic publisher. Super cool that they dropped these at the comic shop, or sent them to the comic shop and asked to spread the word about Vortex Comics. So that's what I'm doing here. I really enjoyed these stories and I wanted to tell you guys about them. So thank you for watching. As always, collect what you love, and I'll see you guys next time.